This is a quick video to show you Pecos National Historic Park, located outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we'll go through some of the driving logistics and then go through the details of the park. I always like to show some of the driving logistics, especially for RV users. So I'm going here into the All Stays app, and you can see Santa Fe. You can see there's not a whole lot of camping locations, RV camping. Those are the ones indicated with the black circles and the little white RVs in them. We stayed kind of on the south side of I-25 at the Santa Fe Skies RV Park, and we actually have a review that shows this whole park. It's very highly reviewed. People really like this park. It seems to be a favorite. We definitely enjoyed our stay here, and it was a good location. And then you probably just have to go up on I-25, so heading northbound, and you'll get over to Glorieta, which is your entrance for Pecos National Historic Park. It's probably only about 20 minutes down the highway. And you can jump onto this Highway 50, which is a smaller road, or if you were heading southbound I-25, you could exit onto the 63 highway. Either way, though, they're not really great RV roads here. I think if you had a smaller camper van or something, you'd be okay, but for us in our big 40-foot motorhome and then towing, it would not have worked to go directly to this location. We would have had a hard time getting into the parking lot. The first parking lot by the visitor center definitely did not have room. The second one, if you go further into the park, had a little bit more space, but it would have been tight, and we would have had to probably detach in order to turn around. So it's easier to stay in Santa Fe and then drive over and just do a little day trip. When you get to the park, be sure to go to the visitor center and pick up a walking tour guide. So they have the park map, and then they have a full walking tour guide that will tell you about the various areas where you're seeing where ancient dwellings used to be. There's plenty of kind of like these spaces where you can go into the ground. You're going down these ladders. They actually let you walk and go down into these areas and do that and explore. So it's really fun because it ends up being a very interactive park, and you're really allowed to explore the area. Sometimes on some of these ancient sites, like in Mesa Verde, there's a lot of places you're not allowed to enter, so you can just see it, but there's so much traffic they just can't allow people to go into it. But here at Pecos National Historic Park, you really still get to do a lot of that immersive experience. Girls, what do you think of the Kiva?
I could live down here.
You could live down here?
Uh-huh.
It's nice and cool. There's also a number of interpretive signs around the park, like this one showing how big that mission church actually was before the revolt and the fact that it really got destroyed and damaged. So what remains of the church is what's still standing and what you can see here, but they give you an image of what it would have looked like in its full grandeur back in the days. The Mission Church is certainly the highlight of the park, so if you didn't want to do the full walking distance from the visitor center through all of the other areas, which I think is still only about a mile or so, you could park directly here next to the Mission Church and at least check this area out. So that's a good option if you have some mobility issues. Are you scared? Okay, enter with care. So I hope this quick video was useful for you in seeing why, if you are heading to the Santa Fe area, definitely take a couple of hours and just check out the Pecos National Historic Park. It's very cool, really interesting to see. You'll learn a lot, so really a fun experience. I hope this video was useful for you. Please give it a thumbs up if it was. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at RV Homeschool. Thanks so much for watching.